A huge fight this weekend between Shavkat Rakhmonov and Ian Garry, the UFC 310 co-main event 5-round fight. Someone's always got to go. Both guys are undefeated. Rakhmonov 18-0. Ian Garry's 15-0. Both guys undefeated. This is the title eliminator fight for the welterweight, all chasing the man, Bilal Bully B. Muhammad. Today, man, I'm about to break down this co-main event, give my opinion on who's going to win. But yeah, man, let's start it off with the man, Shavkat Rakhmonov. Shavkat Rakhmonov. 18-0, 18 finishes. He's 6'1", 77-inch reach. Actually has the reach advantage in this fight, and he's coming in at a hefty minus 350 favorite. Now, I will say right off the bat, I don't know if I agree with that number. We're looking at another undefeated guy who's very good, okay? In skill for skill, honest to God, right here. Skill for skill, I think Ian Garry is better than Shavkat Rakhmonov, skill for skill. Now, look, when you're looking at Rakhmonov, a pretty good striker. I do think there's much, much better strikers in the welterweight division, other than him, but he's definitely a good striker. He's got a good jab, very powerful right hand, and I do think he has the power advantage here. He's got some nice kicks as well, but he's really, not looking to strike all that often. And in this fight, I don't think he's going to be entertaining the striking much. I think he's going to put Garry on the fence and try to clinch him up. And, man, that clinch. Shavkat Rakhmonov's clinch, it is incredible. Okay, it's very, very incredible. He uses it so well to get you to the ground. If he can't get you to the ground, he's very content on just wearing on you and wearing on you until knees, elbows, dirty boxing. He's just hard to get off you. He's so strong and physical. It's a very tough task to get that guy off you. And if he can get you to the ground, man, it's not good. I've seen him on top of people, but he doesn't give up. His top pressure is really, really good. He advances positions well. He's got really, really good submission game, no doubt. I think that's one of his best things, but I do think the physicality, the strength on this guy is very different, okay? As well as the dude is insanely durable, all right? Some of the shots that he was eating from Jeff Neal were shots that I would say put out 95% of welterweights. I mean, they were some bombs, okay? Jeff Neal hit him with a 3-4, cracked him, sent him across the octagon, and Rakhmonov came right back in his face. This guy's mentality, it's insane. His durability is insane, and he gives you no respect at all, and he's going to do that in this fight. There's not a moment. If he's not giving Jeff Neal any respect, walking Jeff Neal down like that, standing with him like that, he ain't giving Ian Garry respect. So it's going to be a tough challenge that Ian Garry's going to have to, be ready for. And, look, man, the ground and pound on Rakhmonov's good. It's going to be hard. I do think it'll be hard for him to get him to the ground, Ian Garry to the ground here. But if he can, it's not going to be easy for Garry to get up. As well as, man, this guy, I can't even, I have to just say this again. His strength. I just think that's so important here. His physicality. It's so important here. He's going to wear on Ian Garry. And that's what I think is the most important thing, is him wearing on him, just making him tired. And I know, Garry talks, I got this cardio and stuff. Rakhmonov can take that away from you quick, okay? And I've seen him, go late into rounds, late into fights, and continuously go back to that clinch and just wear people out, just wear him out, and he doesn't look tired at all. Okay, it's going to be on Ian Garry to, press him and make him uncomfortable. We'll see what happens, but Rakhmonov's a very, very tough guy, and I don't really see any finishing coming from the side of Ian Garry. I think it's going to be hard to finish this guy. He's got, like I said, man, the striking, it can keep up, okay? I don't think he's going to go out there and outstrike Ian Garry on the feet. Like at range, he won't be better than Garry at range, but he can definitely keep up. That right hand is powerful. He's got a good right overhand. He's got a really good right straight. His kicks are very good as well. But yeah, man, that's going to be my breakdown for Shavkat Rakhmonov. Ian Garry, he's 15-0, 6'3", 74-inch reach. Now look, Ian Garry, he's a very, very good striker. He's very smart. He's really good at range, and that's where he's going to have the advantage here. He's going to be better at range. He's going to be able to land more shots and pour more volume on him. He does a really good job with the variety of shots. He'll go to the leg kicks, which are really, really good. He'll go to the body. He'll go to the body kicks. He'll go to the head kicks. He's got a ton of variety in his shots. So that's something, Rakhmonov's going to have to be careful of, because he can go all over the place. His jab, Ian Garry's jab, is very, very good. Now he's at a reach of disadvantage here, so it could cause some problems, but the guy's lateral movement, it's good as well. He is faster. He can move in and out very, very fast. He is going to be able to do that here, in my opinion, but the guy doesn't mind being on the outside, dancing on the outside, stabbing you, moving quick, elusively getting out of the way. He doesn't mind doing that. He will do that in this fight, and if Rakhmonov doesn't put him on the clinch, on the fence, he's going to have some problems tracking Ian Garry down. You saw guys like Neal have problems with it. The step-in knees he used a lot against Neal. I don't know if that's going to be available this time out, but very fast straight shots. He's very, very good on the feet. Like I said, the calf kick, you saw what he did to Neil Magny, compromises movement. And I know Magny has no leg defense at all. And if you kick his leg once, the fight's damn near over already. But the head movement on Garry is really good as well. He does not get hit a lot. He does not get hit clean a lot. And, I know he's been known to have not the best chin and whatever. I've seen him eat some big shots. MVP hit him with some big shots. Neal hit him with some big shots. And I think he'll be all right. If Rakhmonov lands a huge shot, maybe he could go down. But I think Garry will be all right. I've seen him, take some big shots. Like I said, man, the technicality on Ian Garry is very, very good. He will set you up. You got to be careful coming in because he can catch you with something big. The guy is very slick on the feet. All right. Now, I do want to talk about this because I've noticed it a lot, is the guy is switching camps all of the time. And I go back to when he kind of first entered the UFC, fought Gabe Green, where he was at Killcliff with Henry Hooft, where Rakhmonov goes now a little bit. And he looked so much better on the feet, all right? So much better. He was moving in and out, moving great laterally, and I've kind of seen that style go away. He's at Shoot Box now. Those guys have that Muay Thai style, and I don't know if it fits Ian Garry. I don't know. And I'm a little concerned about that, and it's definitely deteriorating away, from me picking him. But with that, on the flip side, you do get a guy who's going to be a little bit better in the clinch, okay? Those guys at Shoot Box, they got great Muay Thai clinch, great elbows, great knees. He's been at Thailand now, so this guy's been all over the damn place. He went to Team Renegade in England with Leon, Killcliff, Shoot Box, Thailand. I mean, the guy's all over the place, and I don't think it's going to benefit him. And, he's trying to get better. And on the ground, the jiu-jitsu, you saw some improvements. You saw him almost choke out MVP. MVP was making a lot of mistakes in that fight, kind of giving his back up, doing stupid things. But you got to see his defensive jiu-jitsu. It's going to be important here. He's got to be able to shuck off Rakhmonov. And in that clinch, what is he going to be able to do? All right. The guy does have a little bit of a judo background. Now, I don't think he's going to, go flip, Rakhmonov or trip him to the ground. He can, but probably not. I do think the jiu-jitsu is going to, has gotten a lot better. But I don't know if it's going to come down to that. Ian Garry is a vegan. He's small. And I worry about that. But the lateral movement, the quickness, the technical ability on the feet is going to be all Ian Garry, okay? And I do think if this fight's at range, Rakhmonov's going to have some trouble. I do think he'll have trouble closing the distance, finding Ian Garry, and not getting countered. So, yeah, man, that's going to be my breakdown for Ian Garry. And now I'm about to give my prediction on the Originally, fight. Man, I was on Ian Garry, and I thought he could come in here and win this fight, but I just don't think he's got enough, okay? And I think Rakhmonov, his presence, his, strength, his mentality is going to get it done. And like I said, I do think Garry, he can win minutes on the feet, and I just think the clinch is going to be too much for him. And I know Gary's talks about his cardio, how it's so good and this and that. And I do think he can have a cardio advantage here. But what is he going to look like after Rakhmonov has held on to him and, wrestled him to the ground for 2 or 3 rounds? I've seen what those opponents look like, and they don't look good. Okay. And I think on the feet, Rakhmonov will be able to hang enough, not to give Ian so many opportunities to hurt him. I just can't see Ian hurting him. And that's the biggest problem for me. I see Rakhmonov being able to, hurt Ian Garry possibly with the right hand. I don't think that'll happen, but I think just, in that clinch, the power, the chain wrestling that Rakhmonov's got, I just think he'll get it done with that, man. And I wish Garry, had some more power. Maybe if he wasn't a vegan, he could do that. But man, I don't know if he's going to be able to push Rakhmonov back. That's the biggest problem for me. And Rakhmonov's going to eventually cut off the cage. And how will Ian Garry get away? I know he's done a lot of work at Shoot Box, a little bit of a judo background. Rakhmonov is a monster. He is a monster. And it's so hard to get away from that guy. And he'll just wear on you, knees and elbows. Man, he's a tough guy. And like I said before, man, if Jeff Neal is not backing you up, Ian Garry ain't going to do it. He ain't going to do it, man. And I think Rakhmonov is fast enough to get to that clinch, get the takedown, wear on Ian Garry, and eventually find a finish. Look, man, I'm hoping for a good fight, and I do think there's possibilities for it, but we could just see a whole lot of Rachmanov clinching. All right. And I do think that should be the game plan for him coming in. There's no reason to stand with Garry. He's not that, dangerous on the feet, but he is more technical and cleaner, more elusive, faster. He's going to have that advantage. I think Rachmanov takes him down, takes him to the clinch, wears on him, eventually gets him down. And if he doesn't get a submission, it'll be a dominant 49-46 decision. But man, I can see, Ian Garry having success, maybe stealing a round or two. But man, that clinch is just deadly. He just will not let you go. He will not let you go. And I don't know how Ian Gary's going to be able to fare with that, man. And I do think Rachmanov is too physical. He's too strong. And I think he finds a finish maybe in the third round. And yeah, man, that's going to be my prediction. Third round finish for Shavkat Rakhmonov.